All right, we had a flurry of action yesterday right before the franchise tag deadline. Lots of players getting new deals, people getting cut, guys getting the tag, but the curious case of Lamar Jackson continues in Baltimore. The Ravens not getting close to a deal, electing to give their former unanimous MVP quarterback the non-exclusive franchise tag. Kind of a shocking news. The word was he was going to get the tag right before the deadline, but probably they were thinking the exclusive tag. But the Ravens are calling out Lamar, saying non-exclusive teams can now shop around, talk to Lamar, possibly get him a new deal. And this situation is really spiraled out of control with Lamar. It's really, really bizarre up in Baltimore. Now, I don't necessarily blame them. Lamar has not been, flexible with what he wants from his deal. I think the Ravens have provided more than a fair offer for a guy who's missed 10 games out of the last 23 played. So that's almost 40% of the games missed, essentially, in the last 2 years. That's not good for a starting quarterback in the NFL. The best ability is availability, and Lamar is becoming more injury prone. The longer he goes into his career, the older he's going to start to get. It is a slight concern, but the Ravens are really going out there. So let's break this down for you. Ravens applied the non-exclusive franchise tag to Lamar yesterday. That means he's locked into about a $32 million salary next year, fully guaranteed. He's going to get all that cash, but they could have chose to put a non-exclusive franchise tag on him, which is not quite set right now, but would have been in the neighborhood of about $45 million. So the Ravens are going to end up saving $13 million, and Lamar is not going to see that money. It also comes with the stipulation that teams can now negotiate with Lamar to possibly give him a new deal. Now, the Ravens are going to have the last say on this. They can match any deal that teams come to an agreement with Lamar, but it will also cost the teams 2 first-round picks. So anybody can talk to Lamar, but it'll cost you 2 first-round picks if you do get a deal with him. Now, that's not true. Not everybody. His hometown Miami Dolphins cannot negotiate with him because they do not have a first-round pick in the upcoming draft. So they have to wait till after the draft to talk to Lamar. But Lamar has till July 15th when the tag deadline is due to try and work out a deal, try and come to an agreement with a new team. And I like this move by the Ravens. They're saying, Lamar, go shop around, go see what your value is. Now, the biggest problem is Lamar wants this fully guaranteed contract. He wants a Deshaun Watson type deal. Deshaun Watson got $230 million guaranteed last season by the Cleveland Browns. But the Ravens aren't a bonehead organization. It was a horrible move by the Browns. They are completely dysfunctional. Other teams in this league are not going to give you that deal, Lamar. And this plays on another problem. Lamar does not have real representation. His mom is his agent. You cannot, I understand paying your family members, keeping it in the family, but she is not a big-time agent. There are reasons why these guys represent so many clients, why they make the big bucks, because they can handle these hard, tough negotiations. And now, the Ravens, they don't really care if they upset Lamar or his mom because it's just one client. These big-time agents, they got a crop of guys that the teams really don't want to upset because they might be interested in signing them, or they're already on the team and they represent those players. So there's a whole lot of factors going into this decision. And honestly, I think Lamar's going to end up losing out on this one. Nobody is going to give him a Deshaun Watson deal. He needs someone to tell him that. I mean, the Ravens offer him a 5-year, $250 million contract with 133 guaranteed, reportedly. I heard they've offered as high as 200 million guaranteed, and he's still turned that down. It's like, dude, what are you thinking, man? Now everyone's freaking out. He's only going to make $32 million a year. Daniel Jones is making $40+ million now. Trust me, if he were to accept these contracts with the Ravens, I mean, they're trying to get a deal done. He would be one of the highest paid players in the NFL. I mean, he might be second or third. Dude, you have won 1 playoff game. You're 1-3 in your career, including a couple of home playoff losses. You are getting more than what your value is, especially for a guy who seems to be beat up a little bit. But it's really interesting who is on the Lamar Jackson train. So I talked about Miami. They're apparently out of the Lamar Jackson sweepstakes. The Atlanta Falcons were a very interesting team. A lot of buzz around them. They're out. The Commanders are out. The Panthers are out. And the Ravens, all reportedly out on Lamar Jackson. Now, people are crying this is a conspiracy theory. They're trying to collude against him. It's not. They're just not willing to do that. They're not willing to make that kind of move at quarterback, which is really strange when you look at the other quarterback trades over the last few seasons. Here we go. Russell Wilson Broncos trade last year. The Broncos gave up 2 1s, 2 2s, a 5, Noah Fant, Drew Lock, and Shelby Harris. So they gave up a starting tight end, a starting defensive lineman, a backup QB. And the Browns, to get Deshaun Watson, gave up 3 1s, a 3rd, and a 4th, and then signed him to that fully guaranteed contract. So I think that contract is what's keeping people away from the 2 first-round picks. Now, if I'm a team like the Jets and you don't necessarily get Aaron Rodgers or decide on not signing Aaron Rodgers, I'm going all in. I think Lamar's a good move for you. If you're the Jets, 2 1s, not that bad. He's only 26 years old. You are slightly playing with fire because Lamar wants to play in a more pass-focused offense, and he has been injury prone. He is a smaller build guy. There's no other way to say it. He's a slender guy. You tend to get beat up as you go in with the NFL, but only 2 first-round picks, maybe a 4-year, $200 million contract, 220 maybe. It's just, whatever you're going to do it that way if you're going to pursue Lamar, because you're not getting that $230 million plus fully guaranteed. The Browns already want out of that Deshaun Watson deal, and no other GM is going to sign that deal. It's not a collusion if every GM agrees, like, we're not handing out these terrible deals. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Where's Lamar Jackson playing next year? Is this a good move by the Ravens to kind of slide him with this franchise tag? Should he just take the money or should he hold out? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.